Hello, I'm Arthur. Welcome to my lab. In my lab, I use all kinds of long, wiry looking things like this nylon mesh that I use to create bundles of wires for my 3D printers. So you open up this nylon mesh, stick your wires in there, and yeah, it just looks much nicer. The wire bundle is stiffer, so works very nice on my 3D printers. This works like that Chinese finger trap. You stick a finger in there and then close it, and your finger is stuck. And this one is frying because I did not seal the ends after cutting it. So this is one of the things that I have that look like that. Another one is this shrink wrap. Again, just a long piece of something that came in a bag, and it's kind of inconvenient to store these things. I can store them like that. I have a bunch of these different colors for whatever I need at the moment, but you know, this is a big mess. So I've been storing these in a drawer, but it's a mess using this. And this bundle of mesh was really a pain to use. So finally I got around to designing this. This is a spool that holds my mesh, as you can see, and actually it's a multi-level spool, so that I can store different sizes of my mesh all on pretty much one spool, because it's all screwed together. There's screw holes here. You just stack these things and you screw them together. And I'm actually printing the last spool for this last nylon mesh, because I didn't even realize that I had it under a pile of some other stuff. So I'll have to add that to the top. And here's the one that I printed for my heat shrink. So again, I have 1, 2, 3, and 4th slot now for this, and you just stack them like this. This is the original design with 6 loops, but I realized that it's kind of inconvenient to stick your screwdriver in here under this loop to drive the screw. So then I switched to just sorry about that, just 3 of these loops and 6 holes, so you can still, if you have to, you can stick your screwdriver in there, but really you can just use these 3 holes and just switch and overlap. So right now I'm going to drive a screw through this hole into here, but on the next layer I would drive a screw through this hole into here. So that's how you can use it. So I'm just using simple machine or sheet metal screw. It's 2.8 millimeter in size, I believe, something like this. It's just a self-threading screw, which will work for this very nicely. So first I position these 3 screws in place, and then once I get all of them started, I will tighten them. 1, 2, 3, and you can stack as many of these spools as you need, depending on what you want to store. And the diameter of this spool is much bigger than the diameter of this nylon mesh spool. This is about the diameter of this spool, because I didn't want to bend my heat shrink as much as I'm bending this nylon mesh, which is much more pliable, and there's a lot more of it, so I needed a smaller diameter. Here for this heat shrink I have a lot less of it, so this diameter should be fine. And there are these openings here, which you can stick your whatever you're winding on the spool in there, and then just start winding. So that should just keep this this heat shrink in place. So then once you have these guys all stacked and you're done and you don't need another level, you just put this single end piece on, and again same thing, just drive the self-tapping screws in, and then all your wires, whatnot, will be neatly organized. So just thought I'd share this design with you guys, and I'm going to post this design on Thingiverse. Although I'm beginning to think, I keep reading about how people steal these open source designs from Thingiverse, which I publish mine under non-commercial use. So if you want to print something that I designed for your own use and not make profit off of it, you're welcome to. I'm happy that you like my design, but if you're going to make some money off of my work and my design, then I want a cut of it. Plain and simple. If you're going to make money off of my time spent on designing this, I want money from you. So there are these people who are stealing other people's designs and print them and sell them, and of course the author does not get a penny. So I'm kind of fed up with that, and I wouldn't want to find out that one of my designs is being sold like that, because that would be not cool. So I don't know how much longer I will be posting my designs on Thingiverse. Maybe I still will, but maybe I'll stop and start, I don't know, selling them. So yeah, I just put that heat shrink in one of these openings right here, and then I just started winding it onto my spool, and now it will look nice and pretty and organized. And whenever I need a piece of heat shrink, I can just cut it from this loop here like that. I still haven't figured out what to do with the loose end. For now I just thread it through here like this, and of course that gets trickier once you get into these inner layers. I don't know how to end that, how to feed that out, but I guess I'll just feed it out through this opening here, and that should do the trick. So now hopefully your fingers aren't much bigger than mine. Mine are pretty stubby, so I can still stick them in there to feed this thing in. If your fingers are much bigger than mine, then you might have trouble with that, but that should not be a big issue. So again, just winding this on my spool, and things are pretty and organized. That's much better. Alright, so if you like the design, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel to be notified of new videos, subscribe to my Thingiverse place, and talk to you later. Bye.